Puddles Big Step, read aloud for teeny kids' stories. When Puddle was barely more than an egg, he couldn't wait to start duckling school. Every day, Puddle and his two friends, Pip and Fern, would watch the bigger ducklings waddling to and from Willowbrook Duckling School. They looked so grown up, each with their own school bag, and Puddle wished to be just like them. Then one day, while Puddle was helping Mummy to make his favourite biscuits, Mummy gave him a big hug and said, "Puddle, now you are big enough to start duckling school." Puddle's feathers fluffed out with pride. "Will I have my very own school bag, Mummy?" he asked. "Yes, you will," Mummy smiled, "your own special bag." But tucked up in their nest that night, Puddle imagined his first day at school and his little heart went pitter-patter, pitter-patter. As he edged just that little bit closer to Mummy's warm, soft feathers, Puddle knew that he'd been wrong. He could wait to go to duckling school. He could wait until he was a very old duck indeed. "Every new little duckling at Willowbrook will feel wobbly today," Mummy said kindly, slipping Puddle's bag over his wing. "Your first day at school is a very big step." But Puddle wasn't sure he could take even one very small step. His feet felt stuck to the ground. "You'll have fun," smiled Mummy, as she shooed him gently along the stepping stones into school. "You're my brave little duck." As Puddle put down his school bag, he spotted something very familiar. It was one of Mummy's smallest, softest feathers. She had tucked it inside to show she was never far away. Then Puddle felt brave enough to take his next big step and found a place to sit on the water lily mat. "I like your feather," whispered the little duck beside him. The morning went by in a flurry of matching ladybirds, counting caterpillars, and lily pad leaping, until their teacher clapped her wings and asked them all to settle down for lunch. Puddle and Mummy had lunch together every day. Suddenly she did seem very far away. But when Puddle took his lunchbox from his special bag, he found Mummy had packed all of his favourite nibbles and 4 best homemade biscuits. One for him, one for Pip, one for Fern, and one for a new friend too. After lunch it was nap time under the willow tree. Puddle peeped in his bag, hoping that Mummy had remembered his cuddly, and she had. Later, all the ducklings made presents for their mummies and daddies. Some did feet painting, some made daisy chains, and some did twig decorating. At going home time, Puddle tucked his twig carefully inside his bag and ran happily along the stepping stones for a warm, soft hug with Mummy. Snuggled up in their nest that night, Puddle thought about his first day at school, and his little heart went pitter-patter with excitement. He couldn't wait to see what he would be doing tomorrow at duckling school. Thanks for watching Teeny Kids Stories, and if you liked it, don't forget to subscribe below to listen to more stories.